Whether you're going on the zoo field trip or not, this video applies to you, so please watch the whole thing and pay attention. Number one, if you're not going on the zoo field trip, yes, you come to class. There's going to be a substitute in the room, and, life goes on. If you are going on the field trip, you don't have to check in with your first period class, but you have to be to the Mac lab by 7:30. But the bus doesn't leave till 8. You have to be to the Mac lab by 7:30. First come, first serve for the cameras we're going to check out. Plus, we need to check you in. I need to verify that everyone on the excuse list and check the excuse list. Make sure you're going on the right day. Scotcho, what day am I going on? Hey, check the excuse list. It's right there. And the reason I want you here a half hour early is because we got paperwork to do. I have to, if you don't show up, I have to tell attendance that you're not going on the field trip, and they take you off that list and you're not excused for the day. So please understand that you have responsibilities here. And one of those responsibilities is to carry a camera. If you want to use your cell phone, you may use your cell phone. If you want to bring a camera from home, you may do that. If you want to check out one of our cameras, first come, first serve. Got it? Now, I said it, but I want to say it one more time. Check the excuse list. Scotcho, what day am I going? It's here. Verify that you're going on the day you think you're going on. Okay. Now, and no more switching around unless there's an extreme emergency, okay? Because admin has everything, attendance has everything, and we're good to go. Now, one thing I want to talk about, and this is for everyone, even if you're not going on the zoo field trip, is visual communication devices. They may be obscure things like the ground you're walking on. It might be textured in such a way as to give you a little more immersive experience. And the zoo and the safari park here have taken great strides in making the entire experience immersive. You can see this ground is textured, and this is done intentionally. Just like this sign. It looks old, right? Look at the darkness on the edge and how it's irregular. And this pattern, hey, a pattern that is revealed only in some places. And this background color that changes slightly. It's not just a solid yellow color. How did they do this? And the text, look how it looks weathered. This is a brand new sign. And when we were walking the first time I encountered it, I went, oh, look, they're doing something, they're building something new. How cool. But we couldn't take the walk that we intended to walk, and we had to turn around. But before we did, I admired this sign and took several pictures of it. Look at how the edge is irregular. Look, they laid down yellow background. Then they laid down this dark color all the way across. Then they laid down this pattern all the way across. And then they laid down the text and took some care to design it in a really clean manner. And then on each of those layers, there's a mask. Maybe not on the yellow. The darkness here, you make the mask black, which hides everything. And then you paint in detail on edges where you want it to go. And then you get a really low opacity brush and you reveal a little bit of this color in different areas. And as you're doing that, it's changing the look of that yellow. And then they did the same thing with the pattern. And then with the text, they dropped several textures on top of this. Now, this is awesome, but it's not hard to do. And this sign, without all that, it'd be meh. But this feels, whether or not you notice it, you viscerally experience the artistry on this. And it doesn't have to be a sign. It could be a photograph, and you could do something similar. Think about what I just said about how this was built. Experiment in Photoshop with different layers, different colors. And this dark brown, it's only revealed in a couple spots solid, and then it fades out, and then just slightly throughout this. And there might even be some white here that lightens up that yellow, that moves that yellow in a different direction. And when I say might be, now I'm looking at it going, yeah, I see that. And there's several ways to do this in Photoshop. What I want you guys to do is start thinking in the programs, whether you're going on the field trip or not. Okay? So let's move our work in a more sophisticated direction. Take pride in what you're doing and push your art so that we can get yours up on the wall of fame and take down somebody else's. They graduated. It's okay. They'll never know. Have a great day.